Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. We were reading the different verses of the Holy Quran from chapter 4 of the book An Ultimate Solution to the Dawkins Illusions. Chapter number 4 is the Holy Quran and creation. First we had discussed some miscellaneous verses using the different words. The different words used in Quran for creation, then water and life, creator of all things, and now is creation of man. There are many verses in the Holy Quran which mention the creation of man and the different stages through which the dust was passed for creation of man. The first man, Adam, was created from dust with water mixed. So the Holy Quran uses words like dust, mud, clay, black altered mud, clay like that of pottery. Man was created, perfected, then breathed into him his created soul. Then he made his progeny out of an extract of a liquid distant, of a liquid despicable. Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والله خلقكم من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم جعلكم أزواجا وما تحمل من أنثى ولا تضع إلا بعلمه وما يعمر من معمر ولا ينقص من عمره إلا في كتاب إن ذلك على الله يسير. Chapter 35, verse number 11, Allah Almighty says, Wallahu khalaqakum min turabin, and Allah created you from dust, summa min nutfatin, then from a sperm drop, summa ja'alakum azwaja, then He makes you mate, وَمَا تَحْمِلُ مِنْ أُنْثَى وَلَا تَضَعُ إِلَّا بِعِلْمِهِ, and no female conceives, nor does she give birth except with His knowledge. وما يعمر من معمر ولا ينقص من عمره إلا في كتاب, and no aged person is granted additional life, nor is his lifespan lessened, but that is in a register. إن ذلك على الله يسير, indeed that for Allah is easy. In this verse, Turab is mentioned. والله خلقكم من تراب, that is, first man was created from dust. ثم من نطفة, then sperm drop, that is, his race was continued through sperm drop. Then he makes you mate, male and female. وَمَا تَحْمِلُ مِنْ أُنْثَى وَلَا تَضَعُ إِلَّا بِعِلْمِهِ. In this, there is a mention of the knowledge of Allah Almighty, that no female conceives, nor does she give birth, except with His knowledge. That is, all the events going on are in the knowledge of Allah. So Allah Almighty is the creator of all things, and He has the knowledge of all things. The next verse is from chapter 15, verse number 28. وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي خَالِقٌ بَشَرًا مِّنْ صَلْصَالٍ مِّنْ حَمَإٍ مَسْنُونٍ. And when your Lord said to the angels, I will create a man out of clay from an altered black mud. In this verse, the word used is black altered mud. So different words are used, and all of them are correct. These are actually the different stages through which the dust was passed. Turab, Tin, Lazib, Salsal, Salsalin Kalfakhar. So all these stages are mentioned in the different verses of the Holy Quran. So this was the dust which was passed through different stages, and not the human being. That human being was passed before this through different stages of evolution. Rather, this was dust which was passed through different stages, and man was created from that. I was listening to a scholar who was saying that the different words used by Quran, like Turab, Tin Lazib, Salsal, Salsalin, Kalfakhar, and these different types of words used for the creation of man in the Holy Quran provide a space for the people to think that probably the man was passed through different stages. But these different words used by the Holy Quran are actually the stages of the dust, and not the stages of man that it has been evolved from already existing humanoid species or so. So it is not like this. Rather, these are the stages of the dust. The dust was passed through different stages and not the man. Man was created from that dust. So there is no space actually in the Holy Quran for such things. So Quran mentions dust, turab, clay like that of pottery, black altered mud. If man was a byproduct of evolution, Quran must have mentioned clearly that, O mankind, you are passed through different stages of humanoid species and chimpanzees and apes. Quran must have mentioned all these stages. So there is no space for thinking like this in the Holy Quran. Rather, the people thinking like this, they are under the pressure of Darwinism and evolutionists, and they are trying to create a space in the Holy Quran for things like these, but there is no space at all in the Holy Quran for such things. Man is created. وَاللَّهُ خَلَقَكُم مِّن تُرَابٍ وَإِذْ قَالَ رَبُّكَ لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ إِنِّي خَالِقٌ بَشَرًا min salsalin min hama'im masnoon. And Allah Almighty says in the Holy Quran that I created man with my hands. So today we discussed these 2 or 3 verses, and there are also many other verses which we have written in this chapter. Those will be discussed at next occasions, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.